제가 영국 오기 전에 동생한테 주방에 뭐 있니? 하고 사진을 보내달라고 했었거든요. 그런데 보니까 이 네스카페에 알커피를 먹고 있는 거예요. 제가 커피를 안 먹으면 안 먹었지 알커피를 먹는 건 용납을 못해서 서울에서 이렇게 커피 도구들을 가지고 왔어요. 이거는 제가 예전에 영상에서도 소개한 적 있었던 여과지 없이 핸드드립 커피를 내릴 수 있는 드리퍼이고요. 그 다음에 자동 커피 그라인더를 구입했어요. 사실 이거는 굳이 가져오기가 번거로워서 영국 아마존에서 구입하려고 했었거든요. 그런데 같은 브랜드 제품도 영국에서 구입하면 거의 2배 정도 가격이 되는 거예요. 그래서 이건 아니다, 모르면 몰랐지, 이건 아니다 싶어서 들고 왔어요. 한국에서 이렇게 먹던 원두커피도 가져왔는데요. 커피 대신 쌀이랑 고춧가루나 가져올 걸 그랬어요. 또 영국에서 이 세탁조 클리너 찾느라 고생할까봐 이거 한국에서 가지고 왔어요.
like a love song, baby, it's on me. Don't know what you're thinking, it's like I'm sinking deep underwater. Maybe it's harder, harder, harder for me. Oh, harder for me. Maybe we're over it, or maybe just lovers, 'cause under the covers, baby, you're showing me how to be fearless, no one can hear us. You're throwing the bitters to the floor. Now that you're loving, loving, loving on me, yeah, loving on me. Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all. But I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, body too. Yeah, body too. And baby, please don't think I run away from you. It's just sometimes I get scared to dive into it. I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, your body too. Yeah, body too. Will you be my ride or die? Around all these people, we'll try to be someone better than you and I. Posing for pictures, but nobody listens to anything that you have to say. Can we just
물 만난 고기처럼 실컷 구경하고 갑니다.
walk away? Maybe you won't see me get emotional, and sometimes I pretend I'm just above it all. But I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, body too. Yeah, body too. And baby, please don't think I run away from you. It's just sometimes I get scared to dive into it. I want you lying next to me. Yeah, I want your body, body, your body too. Yeah, body too. I wake up from the sunshine on my face, so dehydrated, don't know what to say. Who's sleeping by my side? What did I do last night? Can someone make this headache go away? Yesterday was supposed to be quiet. Being to myself and sit in silence until I got around. Nothing about my day. They wanted me to go on for a while. We were dancing in the dark with a feeling in our eyes. Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark. Whoa, oh, 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 every morning it feels the same. I know I only have myself to blame. We're drinking way too much. I guess I got caught up. Can someone make this headache go away? We were dancing in our eyes. Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark with the feeling in our hearts. Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark.
남겨줘. 근데 이거 한 잔만 하고 끓어가지고 먹을 수 있을지 모르겠어. 여기. 맛있어? 괜찮지?
진짜 맛있어.
그래. 맥주 한 잔만 하고 와. 취소해? 맥주 취소해?
Break down all the lights, let me hold you close. I'm full of loose ends, will you be my rope? Waited my whole life, and now I know. My love won't budge. My love won't fade after the preview. We only get one life.
It'll be an adventure.
Unless I miss something. You don't speak French.
Fake it till you make it.
My